A Gwinnett County teen is joining other celebrities in a lawsuit against the popular video games Fortnite and NBA 2K for stealing dance moves. Russell Horning, known to some as the Backpack Kid, is suing for his dance, The Floss. You see it right there. Basically, he and others claim the games are using their dance moves, you see that right there, Fortnite on the side, without permission, credit, or financial compensation. Now, Horning spoke with TMZ earlier today about why his team decided to take action.
It was really my mom and my management that did the lawsuit. I'm kind of just a kid having fun in life. I'm just letting the adults do all the busy work. I mean, me personally, I don't really care about the money like that. I'm just kind of worried about my birthday tomorrow, and I'm dropping this EP soon.
Got some stuff going on there. Alfonso Ribeiro, who you might remember from the 90s show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, has filed a similar lawsuit. You see this one right here. Now, he is claiming the same types of things about the likeness and no compensation. And also, rapper 2 Milli is also suing for his dance, the Milli Rock, used in these video games as well. So right now, the two video game companies haven't responded to the lawsuits, but that has not stopped all of you guys from sounding off and talking about it online. Here are a couple comments. April saying, if the dances weren't copyrighted, then it's going to be hard to collect money. A lot of folks wondering about which of these dances does have a copyright. Laura saying that they should totally get the royalties, and other folks just saying they just love all the dancing. So let us know what you're talking about. Use the hashtag #TheLateFeed and join our conversation.
All right, I'm going to have to stop doing the Carlton then. That just ain't going to work. All right, thanks a lot, Jay.